What's the matter, Butterz? What's the matter? Hey, good morning, everybody. It's me, Richard, with Real Men Craft 2. It is Friday, September 15th. Hey, I got a lot to talk about and show you. I'm going to show you my work in progress. And hey, come right back after the intro. Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's me, Richard. So, can you guys believe it's been 2.5 weeks since my surgery? Today's Friday. Tuesday of this week, I went and got the staples out of my hip from my total right hip replacement surgery. Everything looked great. And then we got home that day after I had my staples out, and then we went and had lunch, and we went grocery shopping. I came home and I sat down at the bar at the kitchen to pet Zero and Butterz, and I stood up. My leg popped out and I hit the ground. Yeah, face first, I hit the ground. But I'm fine. My nurse came yesterday. She removed all the bandages. Everything looked great. So, Nurse Myrna, I want to say thank you so much. So, you were great. And Robert, my physical therapist, you guys were great. So, before I get into today's WIP and work in progress, I want to send out some positive healing prayers and karma to a dear friend of mine. She lives here in Sacramento, and her name is Marique, and she is from Libya, and she is one of the medical advisors at my doctor's office. And her family, she has lost her family in the flooding it's very sad. In Libya, her mother, her father, her two sisters, both of her grandparents, and she has not heard anything from them, and their names are on the missing persons list. But it was tragic, the flooding that happened over the last couple of days in Libya. 30,000 people dead. Very sad, very tragic. So, Marique, I know you watch the channel. Words cannot say anything to you I can't imagine what you're going through. And another positive prayer and healing thoughts go out to Dawn over at Dawn's Life. Butterz, what are you screaming about? It's like 7:30 in the morning here. So I've got the window open with the fountain going, and he's watching the hummingbirds, and I think there's a baby black kitty out there. We saw the black kitty on our patio last night, but I'll show you guys pictures later. But back to Dawn. Dawn over at Dawn's Life. Those of you that are subscribed to her, you know what I'm talking about. On August 23rd, her and her husband came home after a grocery shopping trip, and their house was destroyed by a fire, and they couldn't get home. They lost their 3 dogs and their black kitten. So Dawn, I just want to tell you, maybe your little black kitten is the one that's been hanging around my backyard and playing with Butterz. So Dawn, I want to tell you I'm so sorry. It was great to see your video the other day, and I can't imagine losing all of my pets at once. So let's just send out some positive healing thoughts to both Marique and Don. So it's 46 days till Halloween. I cannot wait. And I am drinking coffee today out of my Halloween mug from Jubilee that was sent to me from my dear friend Tammy in North Carolina, and her daughter Maddie and her husband David. Yeah, I got that last year from Halloween, and I promise I'm not going to drink coffee on camera today. Someone pointed out to me that they thought it was rude and very annoying, so I won't take a drink while I'm on camera. I'll take a drink during my intro, and which I did. So, hey, I do have, today is Friday, and Donna over at Diamond Painting Joy, her husband and her husband Jake are the ones that sent me and made me my castle and my Maleficent. She told me, Richard, be on the lookout. You've got another package coming. It should be there tomorrow. Oh, and my shirt. I am wearing a Wahlburgers shirt. Yes, from Mark Wahlberg from the TV show The Wahlburgers. We love to go to the Wahlburgers in Vegas. If you've never eaten at a Wahlburgers, the best hamburger, best hamburger ever. Best hamburger ever. Next to, with a close second being The Habit here in Sacramento. But, I got a cat hair on my shirt. Sorry, you guys. So, I want to shout out some new subscribers to the channel. So let me throw my readers on. Yeah, I got to throw my readers on, you guys. So let's welcome to the channel in no particular order. Let's welcome Mary Prestige, Wolfpack 352007, Bonnie Lou 86, Christina, Christy Bigelow, Trina Sams, Rad Jules 28, and Jake Malconi. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Jake and I have been friends going on 2.5 years. He follows my book channel, and he used to follow my old book channel too, but he has gotten addicted to diamond painting. And speaking of diamond painting, I was told I could share this diamond painting. So we all know Jack over at Diamond Painting with Jack. She works in the medical field, and she did a custom for a friend / fellow employee, sorry, now I have hiccups, of this woman's dog. Look at this diamond painting. What? I don't know what he was. I don't know. This dog is absolutely gorgeous. That is one of the most beautiful police dogs I've ever seen. And the detail in that painting is absolutely incredible. In fact, I'm going to zoom it in a little bit right here. Look at the details in that custom. And the way Jack, it looks like Jack mounted it on a, like a painting canvas. I don't know, but the painting's beautiful. So Jack, thanks for letting me share that on the channel. Absolutely incredible. I remember when Jack had gotten the custom from Rhinestone Goddess Creations, also known as Lauren. I had seen it in one of Jack's videos or something, but finished, that thing is just beautiful. So, speaking of diamond paintings, so you guys know, yes, I've been out from surgery, so I haven't really diamond painted that much. But the last probably 3 days, I've really been diamond painting a lot early in the mornings because I can't sleep. So I've been getting up between 4 and 4:30 every morning, and then I'll work for a couple hours on the diamond painting. So you guys know I'm trying to finish these 2 reproductions of 2 books for 2 author friends of mine, and I want to have them both done and in the mail so I can get them in the mail to both of them. Now this canvas that I'm working on, yeah, I've put Jeremy the Beast on hold for a while because he doesn't have to be done till Christmas, so I've got to get to work on these 2. I got to get these done. So this is the one that I'm working on of the Ghost in the Attic cover, and this is the square from Evermoment. I love, love, love the colors in this diamond painting. The detail, I'm getting ready to get down to the two boys, and here's one of the first trees, and there's the mansion where the old man lives next to both of these boys. And if anybody watching has got kids, elementary school kids, grandkids, get the book Ghost in the Attic. It's not a horror, it's written for kids. It's a fabulous, incredible, wonderful coming of age story about two young boys who are so alike in their own ways. And it's Halloween time, and well, I don't want to give too much away because it's not that big of a book, but they kind of befriend the old man next door with the big mean dog that lives in the scary house. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. So I'm gonna flip the camera around a little bit. I don't know what is crawling. Oh, it's just a little gnat. There was a gnat crawling on my camera screen, so I had to get it off. But Butterz, what's the matter? So I'm gonna flip the camera around, you guys, and we're gonna talk. I'm gonna work on this for, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes. Let's go, you guys. I'm gonna snap you around now. Yeah, so here we go. I've got the camera turned around. You guys might gonna see a little bit of glare here, but that's just from my ring light. So let's see what's been going on. Hopefully you guys are all getting ready for the holidays. I cannot believe Halloween, my favorite holiday of the year, is right around the corner. Yeah, fall is my favorite time of year too, and but you guys all know that. You guys have heard me say many, 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 many times. So somebody asked me, in fact, I think it was Marilyn and both TJ asked me, you know, Richard, you've stated many times that you love doing squares more than rounds. How do you get used to that squeezing in of the drills? I don't find that I have to squeeze in the drills. The reason I like squares better, yesterday when my nurse was here, she wanted to know what I was doing. You know, she has seen me working on this thing, and she was like, you know, what is that? And she is from the Philippines, and she had never seen diamond painting before. So I showed her, and for about 40 minutes, I was showing her pieces throughout our house that I have done and finished, and she was just going crazy. Well, here's the funny thing. I went through my... Don't we love that noise? Yeah, don't we love this noise? I do. I love this noise. Yeah, so I was going through the probably, oh my God, 45, 50 paintings that I have finished. And I would, Butterz, stop, please. And I had pulled out some of the smaller Disney ones that I had done from a budget-friendly company that they had sent me. And two of them, even though they'd been sealed very, very well, laid flat in my huge portfolio, when I took them out to show her, the ends, along the ends of the painting on the left side, all the drills had slid off. And so for about 8 rows along the left-hand side, in an area probably about as big as a coffee mug, they had all slidden off. So I wasn't too happy about that. And it had happened on 2 canvases. And that's why I like squares better. The squares don't have any room to slide around and adjust. And In fact, I was just talking to somebody this morning, and she was like, oh, I have to use my straightener, and then I get all my drills in place, and then I'll come back to work on my piece, and I'll notice that they've all shifted and moved. With a round canvas, with a canvas with round drills, it's going to happen. There's no way you can stop it, because these little drills, when they're round, they shift and slide. Being a square, they have nowhere to go. Does that make sense? So that's why I like squares better. Yeah, there's nowhere for the drill to go, but where you place it. What else did somebody ask me? Oh, a couple of you asked me what I was dressing up for this year for Halloween. That is a surprise. And I know some of you are going to say, Richard, why aren't you using your multi-placer? It's funny because the weather has changed here, and I don't know. I don't know what the weather has to do with anything. I've got my Mary Mud putty in here. I don't mind. I like to do I love to use my multi-placer like in really big areas, where I have a lot of solid, and there's just not that much here. There's going to be down below when I get into the black. Yeah, there's going to be a lot when I get down into the black. And there's 3 ABs in this picture. So I'm really looking forward to seeing where they're going to be. Yeah, let's see. What else has been going on? A lot of shootings here in Sacramento. We've had 2 really bad shootings in just the last 4 days downtown. The first one, there was a shooter on top of the Macy's, and he was up on the 4th floor of the Macy's parking garage, and it started at 11:40 at night, and it went till 5:15 in the morning, and he was on drugs. He had a loaded gun. He was waving the gun and threatening to shoot people down on the street that were, leaving work at some of the restaurants and stuff. And sadly, the police had to use force and shoot him, and they did kill him. And then just 3 blocks away from that, 2 nights later, there was another shooting, and it's just like, wow, it's just terrible. But yeah, that's what's been going on here in Sacramento. But speaking of that little black kitty, I'll pop up a picture right here. This little cat is so cute. He's half the size of Butterz. He doesn't wear a collar, and he's very timid and shy. So last night it was about 8:15, and I had shot these photos. I took like 6 or 7 of him laying on the ground underneath our orange tree. And as soon as I opened the sliding glass door, he immediately jumped up on the fence. So I left him 5 little kitty treats of Butterz on the patio, and I closed the slider, and he came back about 10-15 minutes later and slowly creeped over onto the patio and ate the kitty treats. So yeah, Butterz didn't even do anything. Butterz just kind of looked at him like, hey, what are you doing in my yard? Get out of my yard. But normally, Butterz will scream and yell and start screaming at the cat or whatever's in the backyard. This time he didn't do it. Butterz, what are you looking for? Butterz. Surprised he hasn't gone crazy because he has an automatic feeder. It changes every 5 hours. and it's getting ready to change here. And he knows when the feeder is going to change, just because he would eat 24/7. So he's walking around, and he's just like, he's nonstop, just walking and sauntering around the cat food bowl. And then you guys have heard him. You guys have heard him crying a couple times, and yeah. Oh, and I wanted to shout out to my sister Nancy. She should be getting her first shipment of her Mary Making Crafts and More. Her first thing of scented putty from Mary Mud. So I cannot wait for her to get it. I think it's supposed to come today or tomorrow. It's so funny. Isn't it crazy how... What, Butterz? Huh? What's the matter, bud? I know I saw another square. And I was talking to Miranda the other day. She had actually called me, and she asked me, you know, how I was feeling, and I told her great. And she's just fairly new to diamond painting, and she was like, Richard, how do you place your drill so fast? She said, I think I spend 10-15 minutes looking for a symbol. It's really funny. And I told her this. I said, you know, I've been making jewelry for, you know, over 50 years. So I think it's just comes from looking at little tiny beads. But you just, it's kind of like when you do not a cross stitch, but a word search puzzle, you know, and you're looking for a certain letter in a certain place. They just, I don't know, they just pop up. It's pretty crazy. And I was talking to my nurse the other day, and I have really bad arthritis. I've had arthritis since I was 13, but I've got a big lump coming here. And she was telling me, she said, you know, Richard, she said, you know, doing this painting stuff that, you know, you showed me, she said, every couple weeks, you should change your tool, because our hands get, we get it in our mind where we program ourselves to grip something a certain way. If you change to a different pen, you know, like pick up a different one that's a different shape to where your hand shifts or changes, you know, it can help with the pain of arthritis. And I never even thought of that. But today's Friday. I tried it since Tuesday. Yeah, this is my favorite pen. You guys all know this is my Maleficent pen, and it's one of my favorites. But this one also is one of my favorites. Love the colors in this pen. And yeah, you just want to change to something that has a different shape or a different feel, or, you know, something that you have to grip completely different. And I know a lot of us have arthritis or problems with our hands. And yeah, just try it. See if it helps. But once again, I want to tell all of you, if you find yourself watching my videos and coming back and you haven't done so yet, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button. You don't have to, but and then ring that little bell so you just get a notification of when I post another video. I'm just gonna pretend like I'm concentrating, because I'm gonna take a sip of coffee. Yeah. Oh, it's so good. It's the Sanderson sisters Witch's Brew, and it's like a caramel apple with a cinnamon and rum. Oh my God, it's so good. And I showed it all to you guys a couple weeks ago. And, believe it or not, Laura over at Crafty Chef Diamond, she's such a whippersnapper and so smart. She went to Ross or one of those 3 stores owned by Marshalls or what, and she found the Sanderson sisters and the other Disney coffees from Joffrey's Coffees at probably like half price of what I paid for them. My store here, I don't even know if they had it because when I ordered mine, I was getting ready for surgery, so I was not out shopping for coffee. Yeah, and I know last year it had sold so fast in the stores. I only got 2 bags, and they were both of the Ursula blend. And then Mary, the manager at the store, she said, "Richard, we even had one with." she calls her Melly Melly because she can't say Maleficent, but she said, "Yeah, we had one with Melly Melly on it." And I'm just like, ah. So this year, when Joffrey's Coffees announced that they had them out, I just went ahead and ordered a bunch of them. Can you guys hear the fountain? It's so soothing. Today it's only supposed to be 94, which is great. But right now it's like 20 after 8 in the morning and it's so nice outside. Yeah, it's so nice outside. There's a burr. There we go. On that one drill right there. And actually, this is an Ever Moment canvas. And I've been so satisfied with this canvas. I have not had... What, Butterz? Huh? What are you crying about? I know, what are you crying about? Yeah. Oh my goodness, Butterz, the male girl's already coming. Yeah, Carly's already coming outside. This is super, super early for her. Well, that's it for black in that area. But yeah, hopefully all of you are doing well. There's a lot of events going on. I know Laura over at Crafty Chef Diamond is doing another Disney Paint Along with Friends for September. October, there's, oh man, I think like 3 or 4 events coming on. I did want to join Laura again in this month's Disney Paint Along with Friends because I have so many Disney canvases, it's not funny. But I didn't because I'm working on this. I really got to get this done. But, Butterz, what do you want? Butterz. He's sitting right here to my feet. Right here next to my feet. Butterz, what are you doing? He's not going to say anything to me. Because he's waiting for his cat food to change. Yeah, he's waiting for his cat food to turn. So, you guys, I'm going to flip. Actually, I'm not even going to flip you guys back around. I just want to tell you all, be kind to everybody else. You know, even if it just takes, you know, if you're in a bad mood, just take a moment and just, you know, turn your mood around and just be nice to people. I experienced something again at my doctor's office, at the clinic where, well, not the clinic, but at the hospital where my surgeon's office was. And I literally had to tell this man to leave this elderly woman alone, and it was pretty sad. So, you know, life's too short. Don't do that, you guys. But if you know anybody going through a hard time, give them a call, send them a note, anything. Just try to cheer their day up, or, you know, make them feel, you know, hey, it's gonna get better. Sometimes it takes forever, but you know, it does. It always gets better. And speaking of always getting better, I'm on the mend. And once again, I want to tell all of you that were so kind and so nice to me sent me the funniest videos and jokes and the cards. You know, hey, I'm on the mend, and I'm really glad I got the surgery done. Thanks to Dr. Kasigian. And hey, I will see you guys all in the next video. Take care, everybody. This is Richard with Real Men Craft 2, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Okay, Butterz, let's find out what you want.